Lawyers for Guinea's former military leader, Moussa Dadis Camara, say he will appeal his conviction for crimes against humanity. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison on charges stemming from the 2009 massacre of more than 150 people during a pro-democracy rally in the capital Conakry. Demonstrators at the stadium were protesting against Camara's plans to run for president when soldiers opened fire on them. He had taken power in a coup the previous year. Here's a report.
This is Moussa Dadis Camara listening to the judge deliver his verdict at a court in Conakry, Guinea.
For the repression, the court sentences Colonel Claude PV to lifetime imprisonment with a security period of 25 years and issues a warrant for his arrest. Captain Moussa Dadis Camara and Colonel Moussa Camara to 20 years of imprisonment each.
The court announced the charges that included murder, rape, torture and kidnapping would be classified as crimes against humanity before sentencing Camara and 7 other military commanders. 4 other defendants were acquitted. The trial lasted for over 2 years. The former dictator was recaptured after a failed prison escape in late 2023. He is accused of the deadly suppression of an opposition rally at a stadium in the suburbs of the capital, Conakry, in 2009. That saw his forces kill at least 156 people and rape 109 women. Over 100 survivors and victims' relatives testified in the trial that started in 2022, more than a decade after members of Camara's presidential guard, soldiers, police and militias committed the massacre. The court ordered compensation to be paid to the victims, running from 200 million to 1.5 billion Guinean francs, that is around $23,000 to $174,000.
Since these people have been convicted and reparations have been awarded to the victims, we believe that this is a real victory for the victims. It's not over yet, because there will probably be appeals from some of the defense. Perhaps not all of them, but there will be appeals that will go on to appeal and perhaps even continue to the Supreme Court.
This is a historic trial that is part of our collective memory, part of the fight against impunity in this country. As you know, the crimes of 28 September outraged people beyond Guinea.
Defense lawyers argued that reclassifying the charges as crimes against humanity on the day of the ruling will rob defendants the opportunity to defend themselves and infringe on their right to a fair trial. Both the accused and the plaintiffs have 15 days to appeal the verdict. The trial has taken place against a background of continued repression by Guinea's military rulers of both the oppression and the media.
We, the victims, are eagerly awaiting for justice to be done, and that those who ordered the crime are punished in contempt.
Many of the victims in the stadium massacre were shot, crushed or knifed to death, while some of the women were dragged out from hiding and gang-raped by uniformed men over several days, witnesses said. It took several days before the families of the victims were allowed to come and collect the bodies. Many, though, never found the bodies of their relatives. Camara fled into exile after he survived an assassination attempt several months after the massacre, but returned to Guinea more than a decade later. African Bureau, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.